Today I'm gonna show you how you can create viral image ads in less than 20 minutes completely for free. There's a reason why massive e-com brands like Lululemon, AG1 and Udi all run image ads. It's because they're easy to make, are very cheap to run and work extremely well. The thing is, most dropshippers just don't know how to make good image ads because they don't have the proper systems and they don't understand what makes an ad actually go viral. Especially with all the tools and methods already out there, finding a system that actually works is very difficult. Luckily, there is a way to crack these winning ads consistently. I use this exact method when launching ads for all my stores, and those ads have helped me scale up my brands to do over 1 million in revenue, using the same tools, same method over and over again. And it always works. Here's the 3-step framework of how to create ads that go viral every single time. So without any further ado, let's get started. You must know your dream customer even better than they know themselves, because without this, the entire system pretty much falls apart. When you know exactly who you're making ads for, you can target them on a psychological level. You do this and your dream customer will immediately be emotionally hooked right from the get-go. That's because you know what the things are that makes them stop scrolling. And ads created without that dream customer in mind usually won't have that scroll stopping factor, and without that it's pretty much impossible for an ad to succeed. When you look at bigger e-com brands like Doe & Rose and glance through their ad library, you can still tell that every ad was made with a specific target audience in mind. And that pattern never breaks. And it's something you consistently see with bigger e-com brands. So the first thing you need to create these winning creatives is having your customer documents locked down. These are documents that completely break down the customer's beliefs, problems and desires. Now in the past this would take hours to collect all the relevant data, but with AI you can literally create those documents in minutes. So we are going to create 3 documents: the deep research doc, the after document and the necessary beliefs document. So together with the customer documents, you'll want to follow this exact formula which you can see back in almost every winning creative. And they follow these 3 rules. The ad needs to be easily skimmable. The thing that gives image ads an edge over video ads is that with video ads, people need to give minutes of their time watching the video ad. But with image ads, it's very easy for your potential customer to get a general idea about your product within seconds. But this only works if you made it so. If the visual is too complicated, too messy, with too much text, it will be very difficult for people to skim through and they'll just scroll further. That's why the best image ads are usually the ones that are the most simple. Second, they need to target an objection. So many potential customers, even before seeing your ad, already have reasons in their head that are stopping them from buying. So thoughts like, there's no way this product would solve my problem, or it would take way too long to see results with this product. And you basically want to destroy those objections within your ad. And this can be done in many ways. So like before and afters, results-based ads. Even trust can be an objection. That's why you see a lot of review-based elements in these winning creatives. You'll even have these very organic ads, which is basically just a simple photo of the person using the product or the product being used, and together with that a very long copy which is basically just a giant review. Now third, your ad needs to be visually appealing. Now with visually appealing, I don't just mean pretty. It means that the visual should bring together the idea that you're trying to convey in a clean and clear way. It's important that the messaging doesn't get lost because the visual doesn't fit the ad or is too distracting. And together with that, if your creative is visually nice looking, that will also help a lot. So now that we have this formula to create these high-end ads, how do we replicate this for ourselves? So this is where Creative OS comes into play. And Creative OS basically has this huge collection of the most viral image ads that are currently being run on the market. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the proven concepts from Creative OS and use AI to basically recreate those exact ads, but for our product. Oh, and by the way guys, Creative OS has this free trial, so what you basically can do is just renew your trial again and again and again, so you basically pay nothing. Now guys, for the example of this video, we're gonna be selling this product, which is basically a serum that makes your skin tighter. So in other words, it's just an anti-aging serum. But yeah, they did a very good job positioning this as a product that's very natural and really created this safe environment feeling, which I like. So we're gonna create ads for this product. if you already have a website, you can just go to your own website. If you don't have a website, like me in this case, what you're gonna want to do is go to a competitor's website. Now, you want to download this extension called Fireshot, and basically you're gonna click on it and click on capture entire page. Now, what this is gonna do is it's basically gonna capture this entire page, which you can then turn into a PDF, which we can give to our GPT. So, save to PDF and save it on your PC. Now, before we go to ChatGPT, you want to open these core ecom documents, basically. And these are the prompts that are going to allow us to create the 3 documents. These documents are available completely for free in my Discord, link in the description. So, copy the first prompt and paste it into ChatGPT. Now, within the brackets, you'll have to fill in the specific product that you're selling and who you're selling it for. So in this case, we're selling a peptide serum, and then you want to fill in your target audience. Now I'm gonna fill in women over 30, but you can keep this very broad if you don't know exactly who your target audience is. Now just add your Fireshot document and send that to ChatGPT. After ChatGPT responds, you want to go back to the prompt and you want to copy this prompt, paste that into ChatGPT, and also download these 2 documents. Just open them and download them to your PC, and also give those to ChatGPT. Now you're gonna copy the 3rd deep research prompt, enter the product that you're selling, so we're gonna enter the peptide serum, and just send it to ChatGPT. And now ChatGPT is gonna create a deep research prompt, and you can basically use this prompt in ChatGPT itself, or you can open up a different AI. I'm gonna use Gemini because Gemini is, at least for deep research, the best tool out there. Because when it comes to doing deep research itself, Gemini is the best AI out there. It's literally owned by Google, so it has direct access to the internet. So you're gonna paste in the prompt. Don't forget to turn on the deep research feature and press enter, and then just click start research, and then Gemini will do its thing. This does take a little while, so if you want to do this quick, you can also just use ChatGPT itself. It'll give you a quicker response. It won't be as good as Gemini's. And now Gemini has created this entire report about our product and has basically done deep market research about our product and about our target audience. What you want to do now is just click share and export, and then click export to docs, and then just download the document. You're gonna go back to the document, and now we're gonna create our buyer persona or our avatar. So copy this first prompt and also provide ChatGPT with the deep research document from Gemini. Now ChatGPT is gonna ask you to upload the second prompt, so just copy that and send that to ChatGPT as well. Now this response ChatGPT gives you, you want to put into a different document and call it the buyer persona. Now open up a new chat and go back to the prompts, and now you need to copy this first necessary beliefs prompt. Paste it into ChatGPT, and what this is gonna do is it's basically gonna explain to ChatGPT what necessary beliefs are and how they basically work. So just send that to ChatGPT, come back to the document one last time and copy the second prompt. Provide ChatGPT with the buyer persona and the deep research document. Now ChatGPT is gonna give you 6 necessary beliefs. You want to put those beliefs in their own document and call that necessary beliefs to just to keep everything organized. Now these 3 documents we now have will give any AI a complete understanding about our product and our target audience. And it's gonna ensure that when AI writes our copy or creates an ad for us, everything is gonna make sense, and basically the AI is always gonna target our dream customer on a deeply emotional level. So you're gonna want to open Creative OS and ChatGPT. In Creative OS, you want to search for ads that fall within the same niche as your product. Our product falls within the health and beauty niche, so just click on the search bar. In the search bar, you can just basically search up keywords that fit your product. So I'm just gonna search for like anti-aging, because I know the people that are going to use my product are probably looking for an anti-aging solution. So I'm just going to click see all. So as we can see, there are a lot of ads which are all basically already proven, because Creative OS works with viral ads only. So only the best working ads will be displayed here for you. And we have a lot of results, which is fantastic. So I'm just gonna pick one real quick, and what you're gonna do is screenshot the image. And before you paste that in ChatGPT, you want to send ChatGPT the deep research and the necessary beliefs. And you don't have to send that with any text, just send the documents by itself. And guys, these documents can be used for much more than just creating ads. These are basically like the complete breakdown of your dream customer. So I do recommend to make these even before having your store ready, so that you know what you should put into your copy. And if you read through these documents, you'll understand your customer on a deeper level, which will just help you in general when testing products. So now you're gonna send ChatGPT the screenshot that you just took of the ad, and you're gonna ask ChatGPT this: I want you to give me a prompt to take this ad, image 1, and remake it for my product, image 2. And I know this is a very simple prompt, but sometimes it's just the simple things that work the best. So if you don't have a product image, I'm gonna show you how you can take a competitor's product image and make it your own. This is very difficult to do, so I recommend to pay good attention. You're gonna go to Canva and you're gonna click edit. Now you're gonna go to the magic erase feature and you're gonna carefully select the competitor's logo. Now, if you have a logo, just put it on there and yeah, it's yours now. I don't have a logo, but let's just pretend I do. So just make a screenshot of this image and send that to ChatGPT as well. So now ChatGPT gave us a huge prompt we can use to basically repurpose this ad for our own product. So copy that prompt and open up Gemini, because when it comes to generating humans, Gemini tends to make the humans look more realistic. But we're also going to use ChatGPT to create some images as well. So paste in the prompt and also give Gemini the 2 images. And I'm also going to ask ChatGPT to give me a prompt without referencing the images, because what AI tends to do when you give them the images you want them to take a reference from is that they are going to try to be as lazy as possible and take as many elements from the original images, and sometimes it can result in something looking a bit more janky, you know. And as I thought, as you can see guys, Gemini tried to be as lazy as possible, basically just taking the ad and just adding our product on top of it. It did a pretty good job doing it though. But yeah, that's what you always want to ask for that standalone prompt. And by the way, when you do send a standalone prompt, don't forget to add the product image regardless, right? Because that's the only image you should always be sending when using these prompts. And yeah, we basically got this great looking image. And that's basically it for the process. I'm just gonna do it real quick again for this different ad because I like the way this looks. So just take a screenshot of an ad you like. Ask ChatGPT to create a prompt remaking this ad, but for your product. So guys, copy this prompt and paste it into Gemini together with your product image, and also open up a new chat in ChatGPT and send it the prompt together with the image as well. Because with these prompts, you can basically use any AI you like, right? So we want to optimize our workflow as much as possible. I like to do that by using multiple AIs simultaneously and choosing the best result. Don't forget to turn on the Pro feature, because with the Pro feature, Gemini does create better images. And Gemini created this ad, which is literally almost perfect. And this was a more text-heavy ad, and it basically did a fantastic job recreating it for our product. The benefits make sense for our target audience. The only thing it messed up a little bit is the bottle. If you know how to use Canva a bit, you can fix that easily in Canva, or you can just open up a new chat and ask it to fix the bottle. It's really not that hard. So, is this ad easily skimmable? I'd say it is. Does this ad target an objection? Women over 30 are calling this their new holy grail. And this basically embeds the idea in the mind of our dream customer that multiple women have used this product and they're calling it the new holy grail. And the last point, is this visually appealing? Now the messaging is very clear in this ad. To be honest, this is a very good looking ad. And creating these ads really doesn't have to take that much time. If you do all the groundwork beforehand, just as we did in this video, and have the system set up, you can literally create these ads within minutes. And it's really easy to pump out a lot of these ads very, very fast once your system is ready. When using this method, I do recommend like creating 20 creatives and just selecting the 5 or 10 best ones out of those 20. That way you're just gonna have experimented a bit more with different concepts basically. So guys, that's it for this video. We broke down which essential documents you need together with the format all viral image ads use. And now you know how to implement all of those things into creating winning creatives. And guys, if you like this video and want more tutorials or tips like this, you can join my Discord link in the description. In there you can just ask me questions directly. We also have a lot of experienced people who have been in the ecom game for quite a while, and we basically try to help each other out. So if you're starting with ecom or you're already pretty experienced in ecom, you can join, link in the description. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a nice one, and don't forget to stay strong.